Hello everyone, here's Andrea Brasolin. I'm an application engineer in dBTechnologies headquarters in Bologna. So welcome to this video. Today we go to see together a case study about a show we did in December last year in support to our customer Tema from Modena. So let's go to see the venue. The venue is a sport arena in Modena, and the show was a corporate event with a rock and roll show. So as you can see, we used VO series for this show, L212 as a main stereo, 12 cabinet each side, and also an outfill cluster made with L210 module. So let's go to see the outfill and how we did the simulation and setup to do that. So we opened that in EasyFocus 3, a free software you can download from AFMG website, and we imported GLL from dBTechnologies. So this is the VO L212 90-degree horizontal coverage. As you can see, we covered all the front, so the last balcony, a piece of the side balcony, but for sure an outfill was needed. So for this reason, in this simulation we added VO L210, and you can clearly see all the side balcony now are well covered. So this is how we did the simulation. You can find the file of EasyFocus after the video, and you can download it. Okay, let's go to see another part of the PA, the subwoofer. So as you can see in the picture, we used S218, double 18-inch subwoofer from VO series in a line configuration. Then we processed it as an arc array, so electronically. As you can see, we have 12 stack, and each stack is a gradient stack inverted configuration, because we were forced to control the sound on the stage and in the back of the arena. That was very reverberant. So let's go to see the setup for every single stack. We didn't use the button cardioid, so that every VO subwoofer has on board, but we decided to measure the front and the back of the row of sub to understand better also the interaction of the stage between the row of sub. And at the end we decided to go with 5.2 millisecond of delay to the reversed one, for sure polarity inverted, and 5 dB of attenuation. 5 dB of that of attenuation to simulate the third subwoofer that was not there. So reducing the volume of the reversed one, and at the end the polar pattern was the right one. So this is a simulation done with EasyFocus, you can do by yourself, and this is what was happening during the show. This is the single stack polar pattern, and the entire array subwoofer was like that. So well controlled on the stage. That was our main aim for this show. Okay, let's go to see what is missing. So front fill, but before, let's see the arc array. This is the EasyFocus 3 tabella for creating arc array. You just need to tell to EasyFocus how many boxes you have, which is the distance. So here you can see 1.90 m. Remember, is every time the spacing from center to the center of the other sub. It means 60 centimeters in this case from side to side of subwoofers. And down in the tabella you can find all the delay that are needed to have a coverage angle of 70 degrees. That was the right coverage for this arena. Okay, as I told you, let's go to see the front fill. The front fill were stacked on the subwoofers. There were 12 front fill. We used like 10, the central 10 as one cluster of front fill, and then the first and the last one as a little stacked outfill for the people who was seated at the side of the stage. And let's go to see the simulation for that. This is the venue with the front field muted. And you can clearly see we were missing sound, we were missing coverage for the first row. So with the front field opened, you can see we have the same SPL level also in the first row. So was very important, especially in corporate event. You have to take care of this. Okay, let's go to see how we did the cabling for the network. So we use Aurora. Aurora software you can find on our website. We use Aurora on a laptop in the front of house with a network switch just to boost the signal to go over 100 meters of cable. It's definitely needed, especially with poor laptop. With MacBook, actually it works also without. Another network switch on the stage, in this case to split our signal to 2 control 8. So we use 2 control 8 for the PA. Let's go to see how was splitted our PA. Exactly symmetrical. So control 8 1 was driven the left part of the PA. The control 8 number 2 was driven the right part of the PA. And for both sides, channel out 1 for the main, channel out 2 for the outfield, channel out 3 for subwoofer and front field together. So connected in chain, linked in chain. Exactly the same on the other side, as you can see. So very, very easy setup, but also very fast to do in this way. Each master network cable was connected to the first cabinet of the group and then linked by RJ45 to all the other. You can see 12 cabinets. Exactly the same on the other side. So the main were 12 cabinets. Also the cluster of outfield were 8 pieces of L210. And subwoofer, we started with the upper sub, then we went down to the lower sub, and then to the front field, and then again to the other stack, and again until the center. It's very important that you understand this number. So are 3 numbers and are very helpful in RDNet protocol to locate a cabinet. For example, if we want to locate the last cabinet of the main cluster right, we know that is 2, so RDNet control 2, on channel out 1, and the cabinet is the number 12. So with 3 numbers in Aurora, you can every time understand where are your cabinet. And to see better this, let's go inside the software and let's check how it is going to show. So this is my setup. As you can see, I placed the main left and right, so L212 left and right here. I place it every time close together, so it's much more faster to select them. Outfield cluster, so 8 pieces of L210, the subwoofer array here, and the front field here, 12 modules. So why I told you it's so important to remember those 3 numbers. Because also in Aurora, when I'm building my setup, I can go in the I button and ask to Aurora to show cabinet by routing ID. So now you can see we have 3 numbers. The first number is the controller, so controller number 1 on the left and number 2 on the right. The second number is the line, so channel 1 for the main, channel 2 for the outfield, channel 3 for subwoofer and front field. And at the end, the number of the cabinet on that line. On the cluster is quite easy, because if you start from the top, you will have every time 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 until the last one. But in the subwoofer, it's very important to have it because you can immediately recognize which is the cabinet you are working on. or simply go by name view after your layout is built. Okay, let's go to see together some of the settings we did for the PA. So in Aurora we can select all my main clusters, so 24 cabinet. We can open the inspector button with the basic setting of the cabinet. Remember that when Aurora show you an orange field, it means that your selection is not equal to all the value. It means, for example, attenuation is not the same in all my main cluster. Why? Because my bottom cabinet, they were -3 dB, and the second from the bottom -2 dB, you can see here, and -1 for the third, and all the others, they were 0. This to adapt the volume for the people that were very close to the cluster, so the first row of people. Another example, HF compensation preset is a preset that helps you to fight against the air and the air absorption. So to go in distance, you can increase your preset of HF comp, and you will have a shelving on the high frequencies to have a more homogeneous coverage for the high frequencies. So in this case, we used preset number 4 for the upper part of the cluster, preset number 3 for the central, and then number 2, you can see here, and then number 1 for the last one. So we have some suggestion. You can do simulation with this focus, but during the day, especially when temperature and humidity change, you have the chance to adapt your system in a very, very fast way. So coupling, another preset, all our line arrays has, and he controlled the coupling effect. So with letters, we decided to use B. If you go down with C, D, etc., the shelving will go down to reduce more mid-low. In this case, we used B. HPF, so crossover point between top and subwoofer, 70 Hz. Okay, so let's go to see something more about what we did in the groups. So all the colors you see here are groups, and if we go in the group page of Aurora, we can see those groups. So we did, for example, a main group of the stereo of L212. Then I divided a subgroup of main left and main right. That was very helpful during the tuning, very fast. With only one button, I was able to put in solo one part of my PA. A group of outfill, and we did alignment between main and outfill with this group, so 5.56 milliseconds, so very fast to do alignment also. Front fill for the 10 pieces, 10 modules we use in the center with the same alignment, because we did a lot of overlapping between them, so we decided to go with the same delay for the entire group of front fill. Only the first and the last, they were orientated to the side of the venue. We used a different alignment. The routing ID works also in the group page. So if you open the eye of this group, you will see front fill 1 and number 12. If I go to the eye and ask to routing ID, you can see control number 1, channel out number 3, cabinet number 3, and the same for the last one, control number 2, channel out number 3, cabinet number 3. So very easy. About subwoofer, we did a subwoofer group for all our subwoofers, and then we did 6 groups with the stack, so 2 stack for each group, the first and the last, second, etc. And here you can see also by routing ID, very easily which are the cabinets. Or again, you can change the view and go by name. So stack number 1, stack number 12. And for the group B, as was the same. So stack, I hope number 2, yes, and 11. Okay, this is how you can manage Aurora group. Is a very nice tool you have to do your tuning, do your setup, to check what is happening inside the cabinet. So remember, let's go back to item page. If we double click on a L212, we can see temperature, we can see frequency of power supply input. We can check the inclination of single cabinet because we have inclinometer inside. We can see the meter in output, input, etc. So it's a very important tool. Yep. Okay. So thanks to this, was very fast and very easy. Do the show. You can find Aurora on our website. Please download it. You can find this file of the show in the link below. So please download it and try by yourself. Remember, now we are offline, so everything is gray. If you have this amount of cabinet, unfortunately I don't have in my house today, you can go online and do it in real time. So yeah, we did this show together, we were happy. So thank you very much to watch this video with me. We will come soon with other case study. If you have questions, you will find our contacts at the end of the video. So see you and have a nice day. Ciao.